Hey everyone, Peter Parker here. And on this week's episode of Gossip Column, I'm going to be talking to you about a couple of different topics, starting with Black Lightning. There's a mouthful for you. Gets a pilot commitment at Fox 5 network, same network as that awful show Gotham, and tons of others out there. Honestly, of all the characters to get a TV series, who the hell is Black Lightning in the first place? I never heard of him. I think he was in one animated film, Public Enemies or something, like Batman and Superman. He was in like one scene in the whole movie. Why is this guy get a TV series for? Why? Why? I don't understand. I'm like, why does this guy get a TV show? Because honestly, he just really discounts Static Shock when you think about it. Mm-hmm. I mean, he got the same powers. He's no offense to anyone. He's the same color as Static Shock. Might as well be his freaking uncle or something. But oh no, we don't want anyone to be related, right? Gotta give all the B-list heroes their own shows, like Supergirl and Black Lightning, and clearly Jimmy Gordon to start Gotham. It's not a Batman show. So yeah, let's give all the C-listers TV shows instead of someone like Superman or actual Batman live action. You know, something that's better than those average movies. I'm being nice when I say average because, yeah, that's a different discussion. So I don't think it's been confirmed yet, but according to this, following the news that a Black Lightning series was in the works, THR reports that Fox has given a pilot production commitment to the show, which will be produced by Greg Valenti and the game's Salma Mauer Brock, whatever that is. Black Lightning would be added to the network's roster of DC TV projects, currently consisting of Gotham and Lucifer. Provided this is picked up, Jefferson Pierce would be the first African-American superhero to lead a network TV show. And yet, Luke Cage is already getting his own series later this month, so he'll be the second. According to this right here, Black Lightning centers on Jefferson Pierce. He made his choice. He hung up the suit and his secret identity years ago. With a daughter hell-bent on justice and a star student being recruited by a local gang, will be pulled back into the fight as the wanted vigilante and DC legend Black Lightning. So it's a typical hero coming out of retirement story that I've seen a billion times and read a billion times in the comics, with either Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, take your pick. It's been done a billion times. But I guess people think it's going to be special because it's going to be a black guy in the lead role. Right. This show ain't going to last. I guarantee it won't even last five freaking episodes. If Wonder Woman couldn't get in the pilot episode, how is this guy going to get a freaking series? I don't see how this can possibly last. I mean, I guess I'll watch the pilot, but I think I have better things to do than watch some B-list hero on TV. At least Luke Cage is well known, you know. He's part of the Defenders. He and Iron Fist are heroes for hire and all that. Black Lightning, you have to literally look it up on Google to find out who this guy is. What they should do is just give more comic books instead of a network TV stuff. This isn't going to work. I mean, not enough people know about this guy. Put him on Fox, he's going to get lost in the crowd. I mean, Gotham already sucks, so it's like, if they put him on the CW, I think he's a DC character, into working with Flash and Arrow. I mean, honestly, Arrow could use the ratings, so if Black Lightning is this powerful or whatever, I just replace Arrow with Black Lightning on CW, since Arrow is going to be coming up on his, I guess it's last season, because apparently he's only on for 5 years, so it doesn't make any sense to go past 5 seasons, even though the past 2 have been ass. But, you know, that's my 2 cents. I don't think it's going to work. But moving on. Geoff Johns and John Berg on reworking Justice League and the new optimistic tone of the DC Films universe. Right. So basically what I get from this is that they're trying to lighten the tone, quote, quote, after the really dark and stupid turn they made in Dawn of Justice. Or what is it, earlier this year or last year? I don't remember. I already forgot about the movie. That's how important it is to me. It's like they went really dark in that one. Like Batman especially. Like Batman has no morals in this movie. He has no morals. At least in Dark Knight Trilogy he was tempted to kill Joker, but he didn't cross the line. This Batman crossed the line like 5 times in the same freaking movie. Running with people with a Batmobile, branding people and beating the living shit out of them, well, which he does anyway, but the thing is with Batman, he has the one rule. He doesn't cross the rule. He doesn't cross the line. No matter how much he's tempted, he doesn't cross the line. That's what makes him Batman. You make him kill people, he's basically the Punisher with a bat suit on. And that's why these idiots need to get rid of Zack Snyder, because he's ruining their universe. He's ruining it. I mean, you really think they're going to have a Justice League movie with a Batman that murders people? Are you effing kidding me? Like saying that there's going to be consequences is exactly what they said for Man of Steel when Superman fought Zod in Metropolis. They didn't even address it. They had one scene with Metropolis and Wayne running through the city. That's it. They didn't even bring it up again in the movie. That's how important it is. They just say they're going to address it. They don't do anything with it. It's another plot hole for a crappy-ass movie universe they're trying to build with no development. And they had Man of Steel. All they had to do was make another sequel with Superman to develop his freaking character. Maybe have a cameo of Batman or Wonder Woman at end credit sequence or something. Instead of throwing everybody in there. Those weird freaking dream sequences that made no sense. And some stupid Easter eggs to Darkseid that should have been an end credit sequence, not in the middle of the freaking movie that's already a jumbled mess. I mean, as cool as the scene was, it doesn't make any sense. Because when you're trying to build a universe, you don't want to have random ass scenes in the middle of your film, unless you want to throw the audience off. I mean, whether or not you're a hardcore fan, if you see this weird sequence with the symbol in the middle of the desert, you're wondering, like, what the hell is that? I know what it is because I read the comics, but 5 out of 10 people aren't going to know who Darkseid is because nothing's explained in the movie. And that's the issue. Going into Justice League, they're not ready for Justice League. And as far as I'm concerned, they'll never be ready for Justice League because they keep rushing this stuff out. I mean, you already got Wonder Woman next year, and this chick hasn't even been really introduced at all. She's just thrown into Dawn of Justice. I don't even know why. I really don't know why. Like, why is she there? Why is she there? If they really wanted to give her an actual arc, they should have had her with the crazy dreams to give her a reason to come to Gotham to intervene and be the what's it called? The mediator between Batman and Superman. She should have been the one to intervene in that fight. The fight, quote quote. Because that wasn't a fight. It's like, no, just got to throw her in there because we need one more person in this overcrowded movie. Anyone else in mind? Do they even remember Batman and Robin? Because that's what I think when I think of this crap. I'm not going to try and go and compare it to Marvel, but at least Marvel took their time and they have a plan, you know? DC has no plan. I mean, their plans, quote, quote, are just keep making these crappy ass movies. Overuse of CGI, no actual story. No people like it. And all they had to do was make at least one more Superman movie, made with Metallo or Brainiac, something to continue to develop this character. Maybe throwing Bruce Wayne for a cameo appearance to say, hey, Batman's in this universe. Or just, I don't know, make a Batman film, since that's what they were trying to do with Dawn of Justice, but failed miserably. I mean, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, man, that movie sucked. And I tried to defend it, I really did. When I first saw it, it was okay, but I don't hate the movie. I think it could have been a lot better if they took their time instead of rushing to get to a team film that they're not even prepared for. I mean, Marvel's at the finish line, people. You got Infinity War coming out in what, less than a year? You got Doctor Strange, Thor Ragnarok, / Planet Hulk, because we have to throw that in there too. Spider-Man, Black Panther, Guardians Volume 2, and where's DC at? They're at Justice League, Wonder Woman, a Cyborg movie, I guess. Flash movie, I guess, because we have to do that now too. I don't even know. There's no plans of Green Lantern. Green Lantern, who is part of the JL, who has been the founding member of the JL for many years. Nowhere to be seen. There doesn't have to be Hal Jordan. There's a billion lanterns out there. There's no excuse why I can't have the Green Lantern show up in Justice League movie next year. I can't believe it's actually next year. There's no build up to it, so it's going to be another pile of crap. Overuse of CGI and just, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm not going to bother watching it because Superman's dead. You got a bunch of scrubs running around. And now they're not going to fight Darkseid. I was like, what's the point? What's the point? Just make more solo movies and build your universe. Oh no, it must be too easy for them. And it's clear they're not thinking at all with their brains. All they see is money, and that's the way they're thinking, that they're going to fail. Because there's no way they're going to actually be successful in this universe, movie universe, if all they think about is the cash. I mean, Dawn of Justice could have worked, but it did not. There's a difference. But next story. So DeathStroke has been confirmed for the solo Batman film. It's going to be played by Joe Manganiello. I think it was Flash Thompson in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films. I think. Don't remember. Don't care. But I think he was. Deathstroke, if you're not aware, is probably one of the few villains that can actually beat Batman in a physical fight. He was on Arrow for one season? No. In Gotham, he was on Arrow for season 2. Introduced season 1, developed throughout the whole season. Came to the present day in season 2, took a whole bunch of ass, and then they wrote him out the series. That's the one villain they could have actually had for a while, instead of introducing Ra's al Ghul and ruining him. You know, the other nonsense they did in that show, the all the city crap. And they're like, the show was so good. It was so good. It just went down the toilet like yesterday's diapers. But Geoff Johns has seemingly confirmed that Ben Affleck has cast Magic Mike star Joe M as the villainous Slade Wilson. Slade Wilson. So it's not going to be Billy Wintergreen. Interesting. So it's exciting, good news. I'm not getting my hopes up yet because I have a feeling they're going to throw him to Justice League in a rush cameo just so they can say, hey, everybody, we're building a universe, remember? They're going to throw him into jail somewhere in the middle of the movie, I guarantee it. Out of nowhere, it's going to be like, hey, everybody, look, it's me and DeathStroke. Remember me? I guarantee it's what they're going to do. It's what to do with Doomsday and Dawn of Justice. Threw him in there, rusted, wasted the character. Now I can never use his ass again. Because they already killed Superman in the second damn movie of the series. So they're taking their freaking time and building a universe properly. Well, they don't have the time. All they have to do is film movies back to back. They clearly have some kind of plan with their movies that they want to do. But all they have to do is film it back to back, get some kind of plan going. Like, this is what they should have done. They got Man of Steel, Wonder Woman should have been next, Batman should have been after that, or vice versa. Maybe then do a Suicide Squad, and then Batman be Superman, so you can actually establish your villains and have them get away instead of having them go back to jail or whatever. Then you can say that these villains are at least out there instead of still in jail after they basically see the world. It's kind of dumb. So you can say that they're actually out there and doing stuff so you can set up a Batman movie properly versus them saving the world and then going back to jail as if they're still criminals. I'm like, they're still criminals, but they actually did something good. So instead of getting BET or getting the T machine, should have asked for their freedom. And they're like, why wouldn't they just ask for their freedom? Get the little bombs out of their neck and ask for your freedom. Go back to being crazy people. That's what they are. Because, you know, I guess that would be too easy for the writers in DC, right? Jeez. So glamour for DC. I'd rather get shot. But yeah. So DeathStroke, he's probably going to be a side villain. He's not going to be the main villain. He's a mercenary, remember? A bounty hunter, if you will. He's a side character. He's not the main villain. There's no way he can hold the movie on his own. Someone's going to be paying him money to do what he has to do. That's the character. Someone always going to be pulling the strings. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Carmine Falcone or the Joker. Hopefully a different Joker. Because that little guy was just so strange. I enjoyed the performance, but he was just really weird. The new villains are so freaking weird in DC movies now. Luthor is such a freaking weirdo. Reminds me of Jim Carrey's Riddler. Not in a good way. And this little guy is so freaking weird. Like, if they just kept in more of his scenes, maybe with him killing Robin in a flashback and having beat the shit out of him so we can see how he got those little brace things on his teeth. Otherwise, there's just a bunch of crap happening on the screen with no, explanations. I mean, then the other thing is, you got these crazy people running around the city. It's like, why isn't Batman watching them? Like, he wouldn't just be sitting in the background on his ass. He would actually be watching, especially if the Joker's running around. I mean, if the Joker's running around, Batman's always on his tail. Batman's like obsessed with going after Joker. That's his thing. And like, that's his thing. He goes out to the city, even if there's nothing to do, to find someone to beat the crap out of. That's what he does. I mean, he doesn't do what the Nolan movies do, where he just gives up, like, cry like a little bitch for 8 years because one person dies. I'm like, that's why I couldn't stand those movies. Those movies sucked. I saw the Batman Begins. Like, I didn't really care for the other ones. I'm like, eh. They're not Batman movies. They're just crime dramas with Batman cameo appearances. Not the same thing. But I can go on for a rant on my issues with Ben Affleck's Batman. Because, I mean, other than combat and the way he looks and all that, his character is not that good. He's definitely not that intelligent, I'll tell you that right now. Because, like, honestly, man, you're telling me that he's that naive to believe Superman would actually do those things? Like, come on, man. Where's your detective mode and stuff? You should have been researching Superman throughout the movie. After the Metropolis incident, it should have taken no more than maybe 20 minutes tops from the meet. Say we gotta wait a whole damn hour and a half or whatever. Just into the meet. The whole movie's called Batman v Superman. And just sit around through these old stupid scenes. And et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, go on a ramble again. But yeah. So a little mental breakdown there, people. The movie gets me a little worked up sometimes. Next story. So we got a glimpse of the Shocker. First look at Bokeem Woodbine as the Shocker on the set of Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, this picture of the Shocker looks pretty good to me. Keep in mind that he makes this costume when he's in prison, people. In prison. Don't be expecting no 5-star costume from the Shocker. He's a street criminal, makes his costume in his shock gloves in prison. Much like Stark makes his Mark I suit in the cave with a box of scraps. So yeah, there's the shock gloves. It might even be a prototype suit, I don't know. Apparently the Tinkerer is going to be the one making all the gadgets and stuff, which is kind of cool. It's cool way to incorporate the Tinkerer because he is one of the first villains Spider-Man fights in the comics. Of course, he is an alien in the comic, but hopefully they'll get rid of that because it's kind of stupid. Just do the way he did. He was done in the spectacular cartoon. It'll be fine. And the start looks pretty good to me so far. It's just a set photo, so relax, people. It's nothing solid yet. I mean, you got the brown jacket, got the colors right. So, of course, I would like to see something along the lines of that first Spider-Man game on the Xbox from back in the day. I'm the Shocker. I tell you not to forget it. You're not going to be around long enough to realize that. Or whatever he said. Now say goodbye to Mr. Innocent Bystander, sucker. Or whatever he said in that game for the Xbox with Maguire voicing the character or Spider-Man. I think it was like 2002 or something. It was based on the movie and all that. Yeah, that was a good game. Another glimpse of the costume. Shock gloves, got the jacket. The mask looks a little strange to me. Something about it feels a little off, but I like what I see. Can't wait to see it in action. I mean, honestly, Shocker's a throwaway villain. He's like a C-list villain tops. He's not one of the big bads, although I have been wanting to see him on screen for a long time. And I would have preferred to see Shocker versus the Rhino in Amazing Spider-Man, but those movies don't really count anymore. So hopefully they can do them justice. Hopefully they don't kill them off or anything stupid like that. I would like to see these villains return one day on the big screen. Just keep killing off all these villains. There's gonna be no one left. Like, what are they gonna do after Infinity War if they keep killing all the damn villains? It's like Loki and that Zemo guy, the only ones left. That stupid Zemo guy from Civil War. He was a terrible villain, but he's the only one other than Loki that's actually survived. Alongside the Abomination, of course. But they haven't used since the Critical Hulk. I would have preferred to see the Abomination come back in Civil War or something. Or at least acknowledge him or something, So he's being held on the shield helicarrier. Something. After a while you forget, Like have him being captive on the raft or whatever that prison is. Said they gotta use it for the heroes. Like it's kind of stupid, but I'll take it because there's only so many characters they use in the MCU. Because half the other heroes are with Fox or Sony or whatever. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for today's episode of Gossip Column. So, I know what you think about the topics I discussed. Leave a comment below, let me know. And I'll see you some other time on Gossip Column. This is Peter Parker signing off.